What is up, you guys? It's your boy FaZe Asian doing a explanation video. This was asked and required by a fan of mine, who was asking. He doesn't play a lot of shooting games, and he's just getting into Call of Duty, and he wanted to know how to quickscope and what's the difference between the Kuda and the KN-44, which are pretty much the two weapons that you pretty much start with when you first start playing this game. They're the two guns to start off with. They're really good. But I'll first explain the first question that you're asking. What's the difference between the KN-44 and the Kuda? I'm gonna first start with the KN-44, which is my favorite assault rifle in this game. Now, keep in mind that I have attachments on this gun, on these weapons, which makes these weapons perform much better. But if you didn't have attachments, it would probably be less accurate. But here's the KN-44, which I have attachments on that make this gun as accurate as possible and good for long range. I got long barrel on it, but you can see I also have an optic, a red dot, pretty much. But you can see this mannequin over here from the other side of the map, and you can see how accurate it is. It does recoil a little bit, but I'm pretty much hitting it. And it's also good for close quarter combat. You can see the accuracy is really good with it. I like it. So that's pretty much the difference. The KN-44 is really good with long range, as you can see. It recoils more sideways. It wants to recoil more to the left, actually, this way, if you haven't noticed. But yeah, that's about it. I'm going to kill myself so I can change to my other class. Whoops. So here's the Kuda. Obviously, I also have attachments on it to make this weapon as accurate as possible. Again, I have a red dot. So this gun is more good for close quarter. Now, that's pretty much the main difference with an SMG, submachine gun, and an assault rifle. An SMG is more for close quarter battle. An assault rifle is more for like long range. Another term for assault rifle is AR. AR does not stand for assault rifle, by the way. It stands for advanced rifle. Just for an example, like an AR-15, if you're familiar with real weapons. I hate when people say that, oh, AR-15 stands for assault rifle 15. No, it doesn't. It stands for advanced rifle, and 15 being like the model of the gun. So anyway, here's the Kuda, and I'm gonna go to the other side of the map so you can see the mannequin through there. I'm gonna aim at the mannequin, so it's gonna be fair, and you'll see that it's also accurate. Keep in mind that I have attachments on it, so it's very accurate, but it wants to move more up. Now, I am actually using my joystick. This joystick right here. Hold on, you can't see it. Right here, which is my right joystick. And this moves your gun around, as you can see. The other one moves your avatar, the left one. But I'm using my right joystick. So, if you get good at this game, what I do is, if I don't use the joystick, the right joystick that moves the gun, you can see when I just press the trigger, the gun moves all over the place. So what I do when I fire is I also use my joystick to also guide my rifle back on the target, because when you fire, your gun is obviously going to recoil, so you want to move the joystick to move back onto the target. But that's pretty much the difference. Now pretty much both weapons are the same, have the same accuracy. It's really hard to tell because I do have attachments on it. But pretty much the other difference with an SMG is it has a faster rate of fire than assault rifles. So that's that. Now, to answer your other question on how to quickscope, I'm going to do that. Let me just find my class if I can. Here we go. Let me kill myself. But yeah, to answer your question with what's the difference between like an SMG and assault rifle, is an assault rifle is more for long range shooting, and it has a slower rate of fire, but yet more accurate. An SMG it has a faster rate of fire, more for close quarter combat, and it's not good. It's not the best at long range. Also, an SMG shoots a pistol cartridge in real life, and a assault rifle shoots rifle rounds. But anyway, how to quickscope. Now, I was trying to explain it to you, but you didn't know what I meant by crosshairs because you never played a shooting game. It's kind of hard to see on the screen. Let's see if I can get on something black so you can see it more. Let's go on the shadow right here. No, that's not going to help. Hold on. Let's look at the sign. Okay, yeah, you should be able to see it on the sign. Okay, what I mean by crosshairs are these little white specks that I'm pointing at here, here, where's the other one? Here, and there's another one right here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's 4 crosshairs in total. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, what you want to do with these crosshairs when you snipe is you want to center your target in the middle of these 4 lines. So anything that's in the middle of these crosshairs where I'm pointing, pretty much, you want it to center it in between these crosshairs. That's where you're going to hit. See, if I aim, you can see where I'm pointing my finger in between the crosshairs. That's where I'm going to aim, as you can easily see. See, center my finger in between the crosshairs. This is where I'm going to aim. Okay, I was a little off, but you get the point. It's kind of hard doing this on, trying to look at the camcorder and do this, but you can see that's where you're going to hit. So that's what I meant by knowing where your crosshairs are and getting used to your crosshairs, because you want the target to be in the center of those crosshairs. So when you aim in, you can see where my finger's pointing. That's pretty much where you're going to hit. Another trick that I like to use too, which is more, it's easier in my opinion, is, let me see if I'm doing this right. Okay, yeah, I was right. Okay, cool. Okay. Another trick that I like to use, which is actually easier for me, I don't know what it is for other people, but it's actually easier than trying to look at the crosshairs, because sometimes the crosshairs are hard to see. As you can probably tell from in the screen, it's really hard to see. So another trick that I like to use on how I quickscope, this is actually a really cool technique that I figured out, is if you look at the tripod of the rifle that I'm pointing at, wherever you point this tripod at anything is where you're going to hit. As you can see, the tripod is specifically pointing at the mannequin. You can see. And when I aim in, I'm going to hit the mannequin, as you can see. So that's what I use. People say, oh, you should use the barrel. But as you can obviously see, if I aim the barrel at the target right here, directly at the target, and I aim in, you actually aim away from the target. It's just the way you aim in. So my technique is to use the tripod of the rifle, align the tripod onto the target, and that's what you'll hit. So yeah, see, you'll hit them every time. Another easy thing that I like to use too is, as you can see, like using the tripod, it's still a little off a little bit. As you can see, I aimed like up to his shoulder area. Another technique that I like to use is the hand. The left hand is also a good alignment for your target for quick scoping. So you use the hand as a pointer, as a guide for the mannequin. So as you can see, what I use as an aimer is, if you see this white piece on the guy's thumb, part of his glove, you can see that little white square piece that I'm pointing at right here. I don't really know what it is. It's just a design on the glove, but I use that as a as a crosshair, technically, this little white dot that's on his thumb. So wherever I aim this dot, as you can see, it's this dot on his thumb is aiming directly at the target. You can see when I aim in. Hold on, I can't do it for some reason. Let me get more in the middle. You can see when I aim in, I hit the target too. So, but pretty much I use the tripod to snipe. Not acceptable, but I wasn't even playing. But anyway, that's pretty much my method on to snipe. I used a tripod for an alignment. Now, the trick is also, I kind of forgot to mention, when you use the tripod, you want to make sure that you're like aiming at his arm area, whether it be in his left or right arm, and that's almost a guaranteed hit. So, yeah, unfortunately I forgot to make the timing longer in this gameplay, so I only had like 10 minutes of gameplay. Excuse me. Oh man, this game takes forever to load. But anyway, that's just my method on sniping. And yeah, another question that you were asking me was how to like quick scope, so I'll have to do that real quick. Sorry about that. I forgot to change the time on the game to make it longer than 10 minutes, but oh well. But you were always asking me, one of your questions was like, how come like I should slow down my sniping because you can never see me hit the target really. You can never see through the scope. It's more like a black scope, or it's like really quick. That's because it's a quick scope. And what a quick scope is, I'll show you right here. If I can find my sniper rifle. What the heck? Here it is. Alright, so this is a quick scope. When you're looking in your scope for a split second, like that. That's pretty much a quick scope. When you're looking in your scope for like half a second, or like more like a millisecond. Now some people can do it faster, like that was a good one. But that's why you can't see my snipe, that's why, like, because your question was I should do more of like this, so you could see where I hit the target. But what you don't realize what quickscoping is this. Like, that's what quickscoping is. So, yeah. But when I snipe, I like to aim center mass, because obviously a head is a hard shot. So, yeah. This is all quickscopes. So, yeah. That's why you can't see when I hit the target half the time, because that's what a quickscope is being slick, aiming through your scope just for like a millisecond, unless it's a hard scope, and just hitting. But yeah, that's what a quickscope is. And again, I use my tripod as an alignment to hit the target. But anyway, hopefully that answers your questions, and FaZe Asian signing out.